I'm just so proud to be here. Anyway, howdy, blonde bombshellers. My this was a busy day. Um, my family was here to visit part of my family. We were missing cousin Penny. She hasn't been feeling well. Again, thoughts and prayers to cousin Penny. Um, what we did today was my mom and my cousin and my niece came up here to visit, and Grandpa wanted to know more about the Nashville bombing, so we watched a little bit about that before we started our day, and then we placed our order with Cracker Barrel. They were on the spot, and I mean, much better than the previous times we've had them actually, and had our little meal, brought it home. I drove us out there, and after that, we played a game of Clue. We didn't take pictures because Kinsey didn't feel up to it, and neither did I. So that was okay. And we went over to County Market, got some things we needed, which was great. Excuse me, I need a sip of hot cocoa. And then after that, um, decided that we would come home, put things away, and from there it was just a typical Sunday night. I've had a lot of you message me about help for upcoming ideas for the holiday of Valentine's Day. You want to surprise your sweetheart. And y'all think, I guess, because I watch the Hallmark and read my Harlequin books, that I have the great ideas for you. Well, I will give you some inspiring thoughts because we're going to take a time out. Not much happened today, so not much to share with you. So, this would be a helpful thought. Um, Instead of, and I know I've said this one before, like the 12 days leading up to Valentine's Day instead of the 12 days of Christmas. And it doesn't have to be a major gift, it can be a small gift. You can purchase it at Dollar Tree, Dollar General. Start it off with like a thinking of you card. Leave it on the windshield wiper. And you don't have, if you don't want to be recognized until the 14th, which someone pointed out the other day that would be a good idea, not to be recognized until the 14th. And I said, yeah, you can put on there like secret admirer or uh, your Valentine, and just lead it up to Valentine's Day for that person to be revealed then on that big day. Uh, let's see, another way of doing it. If you want to wait until actual Valentine's Day, don't be so corny and do flowers, because a lot of women, such as myself, don't see the beauty in flowers. We see the thorns. Um, there's a great Blaine Larson song, and in the song he says, she can't see the beauty, just a handful of thorns. They don't grow enough roses to repair the damage done. Clouds don't make enough raindrops, and it's too much to expect from the sun. And when you've been hurt a lot, roses and flowers don't look great. Another hot cocoa moment. Um, Years ago, during my first relationship, um, that was I felt was serious. I don't think he took it seriously. Um, my ex sent me a Vermont teddy bear, and those are expensive and adorable. And you get a little chocolate, and they get to send a little message, and they put the bear in an outfit. That is really good. Um, so that's an idea. Don't be so ordinary. Try to go outside the box. It doesn't have to be really expensive. It can be just something menial that maybe you if there's a funny dynamic, think of a small gift that maybe means something to only you and that person that you're involved with. Um, at one point, I was buying I don't even think they sell these anymore. Avon products a lot. I had bought a guy that I was dating at the time a Swiss Army knife from Avon, and gave that to him on the first date. But anyway, that might be an idea, something that you're familiar with, that you can purchase and go from there. Like the company that you're familiar with. Not that I was familiar with Swiss Army knives, just that I was familiar with Avon at the time, and that's why I bought that and gifted it. If you're going for thoughtful yet you're scared of romance, and yet you are frightened because of your past, but you want to get something kind of cute and adorable, I've had this forever. Think of like the Dollar General. They have solar kissing bears and solar other things down there, I'm sure. But this is a couple years old. When you have hope and you have love in your heart and you want to share it, you get gifts, and then you may not even ever give them away. But I've stopped being hopeful. In fact, one of my friends said to me that they're scared that my heart is hardening. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm becoming Beth Dutton, which is kind of scary. But the thing that I respect about Beth is she had to be strong and independent. And she is scared. She's scared to love Rip. But in season 3, we did get to see them get to be kind of engaged. I think that in season 4, she'll make it through the bombing and she'll be just fine, and we'll get to see a wedding. Just saying. But it took them 4 seasons. Everybody's saying to me, you gave away your wedding dress. Does that mean you've given all away your hopes and dreams? I would say I'm learning to be realistic. I'm learning that love does not always conquer all. That sometimes love isn't enough. And sometimes you are not pretty enough. You are not enough, period. So why try? And that's where I'm at. Why try? I mean, I have my hands full anyway. I'm the caregiver and granddaughter, plus I work from home, so it's not like I have a lot of time on my hands. I don't. And it's not that I'm complaining. It's just, you see all these men with so many obstacles with it, whether it's a book or whether it's a Hallmark movie or a Lifetime movie. And then when they get presented with an obstacle, they forge ahead and they pursue that girl anyway. And I guess I'm just sick and tired of trying. Why bother? Especially when you never come in first place. So, I don't mind helping you all, but maybe I am becoming cold. Maybe I am becoming bitter. And maybe I have to. I've got my plate full the way it is. So, that's my update for you tonight. It's not too happy and cheery, is it? Well, I'll pick out a song, sing for you, because I like doing 2 videos in a row. And then I have some more housework to do. I used to think of myself as a Cinderella. In some ways, maybe I still am, but it was so funny. My mom and I was talking about, I will share this with you, my newfound passion for Yellowstone. And I told her, I said, well, one thing that I really enjoy between the Duttons and like all these different scenarios they face, but Rip and Beth especially. And they share so many moments that Paramount has even made a video about all the moments between the two. Well, they have the moment when they went out. She calls it their first date, and he's like, no, it's not our first date. And they're watching the wolves kill an elk. And she's like, what a morbid first date. And he's like, no, Beth, this ain't our first date. And then he talks about how young she was and how she may even cheat death. And she leans in like she's going to kiss him, but she gets out of the car and goes chasing wolves And he runs after her, and then when he gets winded, she looks at him and she goes, might as well keep that cardio, you might, something about cardio to keep the Zumba up, or you need to start Zumba and get your cardio up. And her little zings just make the moment, and his too. There's moments when he does. Like, for instance, when they're on the front porch. Well, I like when I don't like the moment, but there was a break-in at this one place she's working at. She gets beat up, and he has to hold on to her after she says, when they're sitting on a roof first. And she's like, don't tell me that. She doesn't say that what she doesn't want him to tell her, but it's pretty much the obvious that Rip was going to say that he loved her, but she's like, don't tell me that. Tell me that when it saves me. Well, then when he saves her from this office being busted into and she's beat up, he tells her over and over again so she won't fight him. He's like, Beth, I love you. It's me, I love you. And then the moment that really hits home for me, they're on the front porch, and he's like, Beth, I can't plan all my tomorrows with you. I don't know it word for word right now because it gets me emotional, because I don't know how you'll act, or I'm scared you'll run away. And Beth says, I can't give you what you want. I can't give you children. And he just says, you think I want a house full of kids? All I want is you. And he goes, I don't even like dogs that much. You know, God bless them, because they have struggled and they have fought, but they have a wonderful relationship. So I'm going to pick a song and sing for you in a minute, okay?